Okay, this will be a challenging one that's got potential. I don't know how we're going to make this one look good. It's going to be a challenge, but we can do it, I'm sure, folks. Okay. Sorry about the shaking. Going to leave it on 100. Okay, what do we got? We got here 4 tinsel baubles, Christmas baubles. So I'm just going to put them one by one on the glass. It's difficult trying to grab them all together. So these are just Christmas baubles with a twist. They're really nice. Wondering how we're going to place them. Basically, so these are our baubles. I'm going to put the green one or the yellow one up in the corner there with the red. So these are our special little baubles. I'm actually thinking I'm going to use these in my first Christmas with Luigi when we get together. So I'm trying to get my stuff that I do here recognised on television so I can locate my future husband Luigi and get together and marry. And I know it sounds a bit cliche, but live happily ever after, because I love him and he loves me. And both Luigi and I, we love each other. Now that looks shit house. So yeah, Luigi and I, we do love each other, and I'm trying to get my stuff out there and on the television. It's not an easy thing to do. Trying to get something televised. It's not an easy thing to televise, this kind of shit, when you got all sorts of other big ticket news items floating around. That looks interesting. It's not what I'm after. So I'm really lonely without Luigi. That's pretty much the storyline, is the loneliness I feel not being able to locate this long lost love. So it's really difficult getting recognised as an artist as well. I know Luigi wants me to be recognised. He doesn't want me to be someone that's disappeared off the stage. He wants me to... I'm going to try something else, folks. I'm going to just put these together like so, and we're just going to make a standard, wondering if we're going to enlarge it, but basically Luigi and I, we really need to get together again, to be together instead of being alone, and it's really difficult dealing with the desolation of not having a loved one. I'm trying to get that string off the glass, but basically I'm really lonely without this person, and I see this art, this self-promotion, as my only way that I'm going to get back together again with Luigi, who's also into photocopiers. The pair of us have so much in common. It's not funny, it's a waste. It's a fucking waste that we cannot be together. Now I'm going to use this as a movement piece. So it's really, it just seems like such a fucking waste that Luigi and I can't be together as a couple. And we're going to go another, I do forecast that we're going to go another Christmas without each other. I will. I know it's going to happen. I know that I'm not going to get my stuff on air. I know that I know it sounds like I'm starting to sound a bit pessimistic, but it's really difficult. So we're going to use this. So it's really difficult trying to get my stuff out there. Although there is hope on the horizon, folks. There was a really good coronavirus article, I think it was on Tuesday morning, on Sky News, talking about a vaccine on the horizon. So I'm really glad to hear about that. And someone at my local op shop told me that emergency staff are going to get the first vaccines in March next year, 2021. And we're going to have to wait a bit longer for the general populace to get it, but it's optimism, and I'm really happy to hear that, folks, that we have on the horizon a vaccine, or promise. It seems promising, folks, and I'm really happy to hear that news. That's probably the only COVID-19 news that's really worth hearing, for me at least. But I'm really amazed that finally something is happening. Finally something, so they say it's 90%, it works 90% of the time. It can be improved, but I'm really happy to hear about it. It's something positive for a change instead of the negativity surrounding COVID-19 related news. So I'm really happy, folks. It's good. It could all, as I know, it's going to need improvement, but it's on the way. I do feel, and I'm really stoked that finally there's been some good news on the COVID-19 front. So you gotta believe in the power of science, folks. Because without science, this was not possible. So science is an amazing tool, and if we use it, we can make progress in this world. So we can make progress through science. And people who hate science, well, they can go fuck themselves, because without science, there won't be a fucking vaccine for COVID-19. And we always use science in the form of medicine. Every day. You go to your GP, science was responsible. So you have to fucking well respect science. Otherwise, the world is full of monkeys. People who don't have fucking intellect. We can't all be fucking scientists, but but there's more monkeys out there. I know I shouldn't use the word monkey. I just get annoyed at people in general who behave like monkeys, who don't respect the nerds and the geeks and the scientists of the world who drive our futures and drive our world. So these are our baubles. These are a bit curly though, folks. I have had problems with curling just recently. But yeah, you got to respect science and the people behind it. Okay, out it comes. I don't know if I like this one. Let's see. Okay, that one there and that one there. Okay, that looks interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.